One thing I really miss from my time in corporate sales is working in a department where turnover is seen as a good thing. Because most places it's the opposite. If you have people constantly quitting and getting fired, it's a sign that something is wrong. But not in sales. In sales, the number one thing a manager can do is clean house and get people to leave. Because here's the thing, if they're not hitting their numbers, they have to tell their boss what they're doing. But they're also not going to do anything that helps you hit your numbers. This, in my opinion, is where most of the evil comes into play. I remember this one meeting one time. We had a rep who had not hit quota in a while and was very frustrated and looked at my boss and goes, "Can't you get us any meetings? Isn't that what you were hired for? Don't you know everyone in town?" I obviously was, my eyes perked up. I love this. And he got really flustered because here's the thing. Demons hate to be called out for things that are technically part of their job title. But afterwards, he sent us all an email saying that he'd have leads for us by the end of the week. I knew better. I knew this was going to be a completely pointless waste of time. I knew it'd be a shock if the name he gave me even worked at the company, because I think in my decade in sales, I think I got 5 leads from managers. They were all pointless. Best case scenario, they might have heard of your boss like years before and were like, oh yeah, but they had no intention of buying. The name he gave me from this result hadn't been at the company for 3 years. Shout out to George. And it was just a hilarious, pointless, charade of an activity. But here's the thing with the managers, right? They all have a mission, right? And these old reps are not on board with the mission. This is all they talk about. They're not on board with the mission. So they need to hire new reps who are on board with the mission, which there's some truth to this, right? I was off board for years at a time. But the funny thing is all the new people they bring in, if they can get people to quit or fire, blah, 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 all the new people will be just as bitter and jaded in 3 months.